Hello YouTube, this is Siren Frost once again, and I'm here doing another deck profile for you guys on my Neo Nectar upgrade. This is just one of the Neo Nectar decks I've decided to make today, and this version revolves around the Ahsha build. And this one was inspired by Tokaha Angel as well. So since my last video, I kind of realized it was like 15 minutes long, and I'm sorry about that. I decided to make this as quick as possible, so... With that being said, let's get on the deck profile. So, my starting Vanguard is still Spring Heralding Maiden Ahsha, not Bud Maiden Ho, sadly, but I've realized that this deck right here specifically is all about superior calls as well, especially when specific cards actually. She's moved to this when her Azu's generation break is you counterblast one and you put her into the soul, and then you search your deck for one copy of the same card on your field, grade 2 or less, and you superior call it. And then shuffle your deck. So that is just nothing new to me. But for this build, I decided to do 12 crits. So here's 4 heal triggers of Fairy Light Dragon. The new trigger for Ahsha. Flower Garden Maiden Mylis. Lucky for me, I brought me a half case for all this crap, so... whenever you have a Vanguard with Ranunculus in his name, you draw a card and you give the unit plus 5,000. Then here comes 4 copies of Maiden of Dimorphotheca and 4 copies of Chestnut Bullet. So this deck is somewhat similar to Tokaha's build when she fought Rin Hashima, but I think there's a little slight more twists. There's no 8Ks, there's no 10K vanillas in this deck. That's a whole different build. So for grade 1s, I'm running 4 copies of Early Flower Maiden Pia. What Pia does is for one turn, choose 2 normal units from your drop zone and put them on top of your deck in any order. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Ranunculus in its name, choose one of your units. If you do, choose up to 4 of your units with the same card name as that unit, and they get plus 3,000 to end a turn. So I think what Tokaha did, when she had 3 Pias, she chose 1 Pia, and all of them gained, plus 3,000 or 9,000 total. So that's why this is one of the coolest cards as well. Next, I'm running 4 of the G Perfect guards, Maiden and Passionflower, because this deck does counterblast heavy a lot, so that's why I'm kind of doing it. And plus, I think my perfect cards are kind of, out of date. Next, I'm writing 2 copies of Maine of Conda, because you put her into the soul, and you choose up to 2 of your rear guards with the same name, and they get plus 5,000 each. So, and you have to counterblast too. So, sorry if I forgot to mention that. Next, finally, for grade 1s, I'm running all 4 copies of the Stride Enabler for Ranunculus. Just because it's easy to search a deck for a copy of Ranunculus card, and it helps you to stride faster, so that's cool. Grade 2s, I'm writing all 4 copies of Flower Chamber Maiden Salianna. She's one of the newest cards that came in this set, in set 4 recently, and I'm going to take her for a second and just read her for a second. So her generation break 1 is you counterblast 1, you soul blast 1. When this unit is placed in a rearguard circle, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Ranunculus in his name, if you pay the cost, if you do, choose one of your other rearguards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit, call it to rearguard, and shuffle my deck, and this unit gets plus 2,000 in the turn, so that's kind of why. But you gotta be careful on your soul blasting as well, so I may change this up to 3, depending on the situation, but I think this is a good lineup, just for now. I mean, a grade 2 is a grade 2. And once you hit Generation Stride, then yeah, that's good when you get a little more cautious. Next, I'm still playing 4 copies of Maiden of Gladiolus for the superior call abilities. As long as this unit is boosted by another Neo Nectar unit, you can counterblast 1, and you can superior call 1 unit with the same name on the field. So that's why I think I like it. Because this deck does round superior calls and a lot more power as well, so that's why I like it. And then I'm playing 3 copies of Maiden of Flower Screen. She was actually a promo at one time for Japan. But now that they've reprinted her as a rare, so which is a good, easy access. For 1 turn only, choose a normal unit from your drop zone and put it on top of your deck. Choose one of your units if and this unit will be regarded as a unit with the same name until the end of the turn and shuffle your deck. So yeah, I think that's why it's called Flower Screen, because it makes you copy another unit. And it counts for that unit. At least that's what I think it does. But, that's just me. You guys feel free to leave a comment about this card. Let me know what you think. For grade 3s, I'm running 4 copies of the main boss, Ranunculus, Flower Maiden, Ahsha. Her GB2 is all of my units get this effect. During my turn, they each gain plus 5,000 as long as you have 2 more G units. So yeah. During your turn, when this G unit strides, you can have plus 1, and you choose one of your rear guards and search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit. Call it a rear guard, and it gets plus 2,000 in the turn. So that's, like I said, guys. This is all about spiracling, and it's really, really, really catchy. So I like it. No complaints. And she is the avatar of nature. Well, part of my body, my soul, though. So. And then for grade 3, I'm also playing 4 copies of Maiden of Frilldrod. When she is called to the Vanguard Circle, or when a unit attacks his Vanguard, I can choose one of my rear guards and search my deck for a copy as that one for that card, and and then shuffle. So I would have gone for the Clearway Dragon, but again, that one will also require a Soul Blast ability, so I have to be extremely careful on what to choose. And this unit doesn't seem all that bad, so that's what I like. Anyways, that's the main deck for my Maiden's Neo Nectar. And now we're on to we're on to G units. I decided to play 2 copies of Dreamspeed Ranunculus Ahsha. She is one of the Persona Blast ability units, and if I can remember her carefully. Choose a face down card named Dreamspeed Ranunculus Ahsha from your G zone, turn it face up. Until the end of turn, this unit gets the act ability, the 1 turn only. Choose one of your rear guards, and if you have 2 or more rear guards with the same name as that unit, all your units gets plus 5,000 in turn. Then, if the number of face-up cards in your G zone is 2 or more, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit, call the rear guard, and it gets plus 2,000. So it still has a little bit of the original Ahsha's abilities with a hint of more power to it. So that's why I think it's kind of cool. But that's just me. And she seems to be the very boss monster. I think the best way you could do is stride into her last, and then have the others in the meantime. But that's just me. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Flower Princess of Spring's Beginning Primavera. Because since this deck is, like I said, very Carapace heavy, she takes up to 5 cards. When she attacks the Vanguard, you can choose, you discard a card, and you choose up to 5 normal units from your drop zone and place them back in the deck. And then, I guess, Carapace 3, and then you just select up to 2 of your rear guards to the same name, and you search your deck for up to 2 of those units to the same name. So that brings out a little bit more multiple attacks, and I figure she might be one of the good cards to use. Everyone's saying that Arborea is also a good card too, but I'm going with my gut right now. This is my personal preference, and if you guys have a problem with that, tough shit. Next, finally, I'm running 4 copies of Sacred Tree Dragon, Jingle Flower Dragon. Jingle, jingle. Okay, so I finally understood what this unit can do. You Persona Blast 1 copy of, or you flip 1 copy of Jingle Flower Dragon, and you select 1 unit, like Pia, for example, and for each Pia you have on the field, all your units basically, and I mean the Vanguard itself, will get that like 2,000 power. So if you have 3 Pias, all your units on the field will get 6,000 power as bonus. And I did not know that until I finally saw that in the episode with Toka using this card. So it was a very good thing to see, and it gave me a good bit of an idea. So, anyways, guys, that is my deck profile update for Neo Nectar. There's going to be another version of Neo Nectar I'll be doing, which is also called the Maidens. But, yeah. So, anyways, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Thumbs up for this video. Please subscribe. And, you know, this is just player's preference. There will be a full deck list in the description down below. So, look at that if you want. And, yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and see you guys, and tune in for our next deck profile. See ya. Bye.